Hey guys, it's Samantha Morgan with SM Lifestyle here with you with our first episode. Are you ready? So, our first episode, we're going to dive into a mother's intuition, that sixth sense that we all have. Where does it come from? When does it start? And my personal experience with it. So, let's get started. It all begins in 2020, the COVID year. I was teaching, there was nothing else to do. I was sent home, so my husband and I had a baby. It was the biggest blessing of our life. We got pregnant that summer, and it was smooth sailing, but it was always different from the beginning. And you know when you just have that gut feeling like something's not adding up and like something's kind of off, but I just ignored it. Later, I'll come back to that gut feeling. But so anyways, continuing, January 2021, I was 8 months pregnant. I was 35 weeks in a couple of days, and that week was different from the start. Monday came and he wasn't very active. He was always an active baby, but this week it was really hard to get him to move. I would push and pull and like poke and prod and just trying to get him to move a second, because you're supposed to count 10 kicks every 2 hours, and I counted them religiously. So this day we really struggled to get those 10 kicks every 2 hours, and I went to the doctor and I was like, something's off. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, but I just feel different. She told me he's just a really big baby and he's running out of room. My kids both were sideways. That's how I carried them. And I just was like, okay, you're the doctor, you're the professional, I'll trust you. Fast forward to that Friday. I went back to the doctor and I was like, hey, he's still not moving much. And it's just, I feel like that's off and odd. He's normally a really active baby. Again, she told me he's a big baby, sent me home, everything's fine. And they were doing ultrasounds every time I went, and he was passing his ultrasound. So in their defense, he wasn't giving them any evidence that he was in distress yet. That next day, not even 24 hours later, I woke up that morning and he was very quiet. My pregnancy, he has always been very active, and this morning he didn't move at all. And I was like, that's not right. Something's wrong. I had breakfast. I had a big glass of orange juice. I went for a walk. I did all the things they told me to do. I laid down on my side and I like pushed on this side and I flipped and pushed, got a flashlight. Nothing. So I called my doctor and I told her everything. And she's like, just come on back, Samantha. It's not a big deal. I went back and they struggled to get a heartbeat. They did an ultrasound again. And he wasn't moving. He wasn't practicing breathing. He wasn't sucking his thumb. So I knew something was wrong. So they sit me back up. The nurse came in and she was so happy. She's like, we're having a baby. I looked at my husband and I was like, something's wrong. And at this point I was 36 weeks. And he was like, no, the nurse was so excited, Samantha, like nothing's wrong. And I said, no, something's wrong. The doctor came in shortly after. She's like, okay, we're preparing. I'm going to deliver the baby today. And I said, okay, how bad is it? And she said, bad enough that we don't have time for this, Samantha. And I knew it was bad. And I went in, had the C-section. I was so calm. And I just remember it being very quick and very quiet in that operating room. Just nobody was talking. And he came out. My husband described him as very pale, very lifeless, like wasn't moving, wasn't crying. Not that Hollywood version of slap him on the butt and they start screaming, none of that. And they put him in the little NICU box, wheeled him out. I still hadn't seen him at this point, hadn't heard him cry. And they put me back in the recovery room, and there were doctors that came in and they just, what did you do today? What was different? Did you get in a car accident? Did you fall? Did you do drugs? Did you drink? And I was like, no. I'm a very normal person. I woke up, I had eggs, toast, and orange juice, and I came here. So no, I didn't do anything. And they made me feel as if I was just I was crazy. And the NICU nurses, they were amazing. One of them said, "Thank God you came in the second you did, or you would have had a different outcome today." And in that moment, I knew I should never not listen to my gut again. So I think moms have this gut, sixth sense, intuition that we are given with the second we conceive a baby. If I would have let those doctors bully me, or let my family members who said, "You're just being crazy, Samantha, you're just a hypochondriac, the baby's fine," if I would have listened to those people, we would have had a completely different outcome today. Today, our son is 4. He is beautiful and thriving. He is none of the things they said he was going to be. He is absolutely perfect. And I put all of that on God for blessing us, blessing me with the intuition to know something was wrong, and trusting that. If I would have not, he wouldn't be here today. So moms, always trust yourself. Have faith in yourself. You are your baby's advocate. You know them best. If something seems wrong, it's wrong. It's okay to shout from the rooftop to say it. Always trust yourself. Always know you're not crazy. It's okay. Everybody has their moments. Trust me, I think I was a crazy mom from time to time, but I think all of it was 100% worth it because we are where we are today. So, have faith in yourself. Trust yourself. Know that you are doing everything you can. You are strong. You are a great mom. And if you need anything, I'm always here for you. So thanks for coming for our first episode. I hope there is more episodes to come in the future. I don't know yet. We'll see. So until next time, see ya. Bye.